Hey everyone. So in this video, I kind of wanted to talk about something that, I don't know, I kind of found a little sad or kind of very human, I guess is probably a better way to say it. And it's the video where Flats is talking to Boger about how he feels overall about Overwatch 2. I think this was more season 10-ish, so it makes a lot more sense. And since then, he has made another video, and I think I should talk about that a bit too, but, you know, this is kind of, not last minute, but I don't want to spend the time and kind of taking parts of the video, putting it in here, and blah, blah, blah. So maybe I'll just kind of put it all, maybe some of the main points, like maybe in 30 seconds. Because, again, I don't do YouTube enough to really understand how the copyright rules kind of work, so I don't want to go through all that. And it kind of goes over a bigger picture of maybe all the Overwatch, you know, YouTubers and streamers, how they're feeling about the game overall. Honestly, since the game came out, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't ever think Overwatch 2 was received kind of well overall, like as a video game itself. But because there's a lot of people playing it, right? But like as a fan, it's almost like you can say nobody's more disappointed with Overwatch than all the Overwatch fans. And it's not just Flats. There's Frogger, there's Samiro, there's everybody. Essentially, like every day, it's like there's a new video kind of talking about why Overwatch 2 kind of sucks, and or just why negative emotions towards the game. Maybe sucks isn't the right word, because personally I don't think it sucks. I just don't think it's as good as Overwatch 1. I think everybody can agree with that. I think that's actually almost no question that it's not as good as Overwatch 1. But yeah, I guess maybe enough for the intro. Maybe I'll put in some of the points he says right here.
Also, after playing Marvel Rivals, I realized that I just hate this game.
Dude,
I was wondering, am I washed up? Like, I just kept playing games.
No,
I
me too.
hate this game so much. I kept looking.
Dude, me too. And I've been battling with it the last like 2 weeks. I've been thinking to myself, I'm like, you see all the 6v6ers, right? And I'm like, dude, listen, man, I get it. Like, there's more to the 5v5 6v6 conversation than like gameplay and shit like that. And then I was like thinking to myself, like, the tank changes aren't that good, which I'm not even sure if they're gonna fix anything. Which, well, granted, here we are. I don't think they fixed anything. It's like, well, where do we go from here? It's like, does it get better? And am I just jaded and old and washed and like it's actually good for the game and I'm just the one out of touch? Am I the problem? I've been thinking about it non-stop in the last couple of weeks. I'm starting to like it less and less.
You know, what if it's time to get new streamers into the Overwatch category, right? In a sense, not us by ourselves, but naturally, you know, it's changing up. Because I feel like we're jaded, and I feel like we provide more negative value to the game than positive value.
But you know though, I agree with you, but here's the thing. There's no way we all feel the same way at the same time. There's no way, right? There has to be some truth to it if everybody feels the same way at the same time.
Yeah, but we all speak to each other, we're all the same community. But
So yeah, I don't know if it's just the way I'm interpreting it or, you know, if I'm wrong, which is possible, but it's almost like the game is torturing him at this point. And he desperately wants to be playing something else. Like in the newer video he made, he spoke about Elden Ring, a game I'm playing a lot. One of the reasons why I'm not as consistent making videos is because I'm working my way through Elden Ring. And you guys know I don't have that much free time. And yeah, Elden Ring is awesome. And my favorite thing about Elden Ring, and honestly, the Dark Souls franchise, besides the story's awesome, or I guess the lore is awesome, is the PvP, which I don't think a lot of people talk about, but I love the PvP for Dark Souls, for well, the entire Dark Souls series and Elden Ring. But anyways, what Flats was saying was pretty surprising to me, mainly because Flats is always, you know, the super chill dude, kind of more reasonable with his opinions, because you have some people who kind of go a little crazy with what they think. Some people they're really good players, but they just have really bad takes. So yeah, Flats was always, at least in my opinion, like a very level-headed dude. And also, I really suggest watching this video because you see, Boger is that dude, man. Everybody, get yourself a friend like Boger. That guy he seems like a real honest, like, good friend, the way he's talking up Flats in this video. And granted, I just really started to get to know every YouTuber, Overwatch YouTuber or personality that's not Stylosa, last year. So, and apparently they've been doing it for like several years. So maybe I should have started in COVID. Then my channel would have grown faster. But whatever, I was doing other things. Like writing the book that I keep advertising at the end of my videos. Anyways, one thought I had about kind of why he's feeling towards a game like this, and why maybe every streamer and YouTuber is feeling like this at the moment, is maybe it's because, you know, they play this game for a living. Like, it's normal for people who play games for a living to grow fatigue of the game, and the thing with Overwatch is that you could make a whole channel on Overwatch for years, because there's, I don't know, the way the game is designed, the way it's updated, and kind of how Blizzard is keeping it alive, quote unquote alive, just kind of makes it so it's really all you need to talk about to kind of have a career in it, right? Like for me, like this is all I talk about on this channel, and I don't even make that many videos. But the difference for me and them, I guess, is that I don't play games for a living, so I don't really get tired of the game. I complain here and there, right? Especially about Mauga and Roadhog and things like that, but I play maybe, I don't know, not even an hour a day. Like on weekends, I could play it for like 4 or 5 hours if like my friends get together and if I plan for it, or like a Friday night, or you know, if we had Juneteenth last week, so like the Tuesday before that, I was playing all day. But if I play, let's say, typically I could probably play an hour a day, but if I come back from work and I don't want to do anything, I just want to sit down with my wife and watch TV, like I don't play all the time like that. Which brings up another problem, because I left a game, what was it, like 2 days ago, and I was banned for like 2 hours. So it was like the third game I had left in a span of like a week. I left 3 games over the time period of a week, and I got banned for 2 hours, which was absolutely ridiculous. So if you've been watching my videos lately, you guys all know that I kind of really slowed down on playing tank, because playing tank kind of sucked last season. I want to see what it's going to be like this season. And, you know, I just switched off to DPS, and, you know, it's still fun. It's still refreshing when I play new characters, like, oh, this is new, let me learn it. But, you know, these people, they've been playing the game like every day for like 5 hours a day for 6 years. And in one of the newer videos he made, somebody said something like this to him, and his response was that it's not a coincidence that everybody in the Overwatch community, who's a personality, is feeling the exact same way at the exact same time. And I agree with that. I think there's a lot of truth to that, because it's clear that the game, especially last season, kind of sucked, right? That's kind of clear. But I think they're more sensitive to these kind of sucking and having a good time experiences, because it's all the time for them. And no, I'm not saying this as a diss to, you know, people who play video games for a living, or, you know, do something else for a living. I think it's fine. I get a lot of entertainment from what they make. I like listening to them on my way to work. I like, you know, debating with myself based off of the things they're talking about. I find it all very good and entertaining. And it does make my day a little bit better. So, you know, if they get money off of that, that's fine. I like these people's personalities. And if they weren't doing Overwatch, I'll probably listen to them regardless. Well, some of them, like Flats. But I'm constantly stepping away from the game and then coming back, as you guys can see with how often I post a video. And, you know, when I play tank now, I'm more like starting from last season, it's more to make sure that I'm keeping up with my skill, because I would say the big thing, and I love Doomfist, but my big appeal for Overwatch, other than the characters, is it's kind of the same appeal I have for Super Smash Bros, right? Like, I keep playing that just because I don't want to suck at it. I want to keep my skills up. I want to keep up with the game. Like, I enjoy being good at this game, so I want to keep myself, you know, fine-tuned and stuff. But it sucks. Last season sucked so bad. You had Mauga every game, you had Roadhog every game, you had a lot of Orisa, and it just kind of all prevents you from playing the game. And it's just frustrating to play again. So I just stepped away. Elden Ring came out. I went back into PvP in Elden Ring, because I really could only play one game at a time. The way my life is, I choose one game I could play for maybe the day, and then I play that for like a few hours, and then I'm done. I have like so many other responsibilities. So yeah, I could see the game being depressing for all the content creators all at the same time when you kind of feel like you're forced to play the game. And that's actually exactly what he says. He feels like he's forced to do it and he doesn't want to kind of step off of it.
I just, you know, I'm a little scared. I'm scared.
Oh,
To make the jump.
listen, class. You've been a content creator for a long time, right? And I'm sure plenty of times you've been scared to take the jump, but every time you're taking the jump, it's paid off. At least in my case. I've taken the jump on a lot of things, and every time it's paid off. Like, it's scary at first, but, you know, you see your variety gets good numbers sometimes. Well, like, and when it does, you still have good viewership. Your content does really good as well, and I think your viewers just enjoy variety. I've seen your chat light up when you play variety. And when I played Rivals, people just enjoyed watching me be happy. I think anyone enjoys watching Sketch me be miserable.
That's true.
I think the sooner you take more risks with your content and look for different venues for providing entertainment, the sooner you can get out of the Overwatch jail and the happier you're gonna be overall.
But I guess in short, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. There is a lot of negativity around the game right now, and I don't think any of the content creators are wrong about that. But I also do think that if you're gonna play a game all the time, you're gonna get tired of it. And they're all content creators. They all do talk to each other. They kind of communicate their feelings about their games a lot. They have the Group Up podcast, and I'm not trying to say it's echo chambery because there is a lot of disagreement among everybody in the community, so I don't think that's what's happening. But when you hear negativity kind of over and over again, it kind of feeds into you, and mix that in with that's what they do for a living, and mix that in with the game actually does have problems. I'm thinking it's more amplified with them. But they're kind of forced to keep playing it because it's kind of what pays their bills. So, and you know, a lot of people don't like their jobs and we all just kind of suck it up and do it anyways, right? I don't like traveling all the time, but I do it, right? Nobody likes their bosses, but you still have to go in there. There's somebody at your job you don't like that you kind of have to go to. When you're in a meeting and there's like a really annoying lady who's really bitching about the rules and everybody has to kind of stand there and tolerate her. It's all the normal parts of just living, right? It's just what it is. But you kind of suck it up and then, you know, you do your hobbies on the side, and well, I guess for them their hobbies is their income. But I'm sure they have other hobbies too, right? I think some people they're into like movie stuff, other people are into like design in the Overwatch community. So, you know, it's just work-life balance, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I'm imagining that the reason why Blizzard is bad at kind of fixing everything in a timely manner is because they understand that the negativity coming from the content creators is partially because of this, so they could probably ignore a decent amount of it and just kind of focus on the core players, which are probably everybody like platinum and gold, if I'm being honest. Maybe low masters is what they care about, or maybe even less. I remember at a point like the average player was like silver or something like that, but there was a lot of new players since the game became free. So yeah, I'm gonna make maybe a few more videos on this, because there's a lot of things people are saying that I do kind of want to break down and kind of dissect for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned. Sorry if this video was a little depressing, but I think it was kind of optimistic too. So yeah, leave a comment for the algorithm, like and subscribe, and also don't forget, I love you.
Also everyone, guess what? I wrote a book. It's a high fantasy young adult adventure based off of African mythology called Konfaga, Roots of a Very Old Tree. So if you like your grandiose adventure stories with an overarching mystery to be solved and theorized around, like Dark Souls or One Piece, I think you'll have fun with this one. So yeah, here's an ad for the book. Konfaga, Roots of a Very Old Tree, a high fantasy young adult book with a modern take on African mythology. After a mysterious confrontation with his father at school, Marcus Jobda finds himself in the land of Kara. With a small band of determined adventurers and a robust magic system he must quickly learn, Marcus begins his search for his family, a way home, and simultaneously tries to discover the mystery of the disappearances. From escaping Mamiwara and preventing wars between kingdoms, he'll need every edge his wits can give him to see the next day. However, the more he learns, the less things appear as they seem. But does he really want to go back to his old life? With hundreds of illustrations filled with clues of the history of the world, join Marcus as he attempts to solve this mystery. Konfaga, Roots of a Very Old Tree is available now on Amazon. Link in the description.